All right. For today's carnage, let's see if I can get this set up correctly. So I made a post in several forums, several Facebook groups, and it's usually, you always get these Dunning-Krugers that attack anybody asking for profiles or presets or whatever, that it's just for people who don't know how to use their gear or whatever. And so I usually ask those people, I usually give them a challenge of something they should be able to get if they're anywhere near as good as they claim. And they usually run away, but I'll let you tell you what I'm trying to get here. And so here's one that I put at the gear page, and the title is Matching Bias Amp Tones in Helix. Let's see, let me get the chat correct. Okay, so I said I am able to duplicate to the point where I can't ABX between them. Bias Amp 2 and Bias Effects 2's 5153 amp with several different amp modeling plugins, both profiling and non-profiling, but I am unable to do this with the Helix and a few others. I tried all the usual ways I do matching, tweaking by ear, match EQs of various types, impulses. I find that with the Helix and overloud stuff, there's a certain something to the low mids in the distortion and, for lack of a better term, hardness that I just can't seem to get with those two. And it's not just these. There's other modeling things that I can't get. It really seems like there's different types of distortion being used here. And some people will say, no, duh. But given the amount of different types of amps that all these things are supposed to be able to model, they're going to be different anyway, or they should be anyhow. But doesn't seem to. That seems to me more like a company thing. Anyway, I said, is there someone who thinks they could tackle making a match? I really want to understand why I'm having trouble with this, getting these tones. Because the Chop Tones Metallica preset sounds so similar between Bias and Helix, I really think it's pilot error on my part, so I'd really love to see how it could be done and what I'm doing wrong. I could pay some to this cause. So, of course, nobody's answering me, but before, I don't know if you guys have seen this before, lots of people are able to really get close to tones, like on albums and everything, just by running through a matching EQ and making an impulse out of that. I've tried so many times with Helix and Bias, and I just can't get that close. I know that there's a couple different things going on here. One has got to be the distortion itself. I'm not sure how close I'm getting with anything. I wonder if I should do it with the Tube Screamer already in. I mean, basically I'm using this as a tone control anyway, so it shouldn't really be adding any level. So it should be fine. Let me just make sure I have my preset that I'm used to using. I think one should be it right here. Make sure that nothing else is going on here. So this looks right. Let me play it on the. Turn the looper on. So thinking about this, I probably should just leave this tube screamer in here, and because I'm only using it for tone control. So basically, you know how this works, right? We're gonna try to match these EQs here, but I really have to match it with an amp that sounds similar in the first place, and that's where I'm really having some trouble. So let me pull up Helix, and I swear that Helix and Overloud just have a different type of sound to them. Go to. See, I've actually tried to make these before. I've come very close. Where I want to do this at. Don't think I'm using this set list for anything. Hold on, let me check. Yeah, so this one's useless, so I'm just gonna use this. Okay. So what I have to do is make one sound like the other, and I think for the beginning, I'm gonna put an impulse loader in here, even though I'm not gonna actually be using this later. And you can see I've tried so many different ways of like using span and all these other things to really get them close, and there's something about it, and I have no trouble getting the sound in Revolver or some of these other ones. It's bizarre. Okay, so this is the right cabinet here. I don't know which one I want to use. It just shouldn't really matter. Okay, so let me put an amplifier on here. Just an amp. And the one that I was able to get it closest with was the Cartographer of all things. And now I'm starting to think that it's more that I should be using one of these Line 6 basic amps that nobody actually likes, or said they don't like. I'm not really sure who's who. Let me see. Helix. This webpage, Helix Help. Let's go to amps. And so I'm going to go to the Line 6 ones. So it's electric, I don't know. Doom. Doom and Sludge players, 800 preamp going to a high watt power amp. Yeah, I don't know if that's the one. Epic. Metal friendly. There's the 800. Fatality. Heavily modified Mesa Boogie rectifier. Interesting. Litigator. No. Badonk. So, this Badonk sounds right. Maybe the electric. But I wonder about like the what do you call these things? The Rev. Let's see, Rev purple. So what's the red highest gain? Maybe I could try it on this Rev Gen red. So let's try that one. Rev Gen red. Okay. And so here's the basic sound. Oh boy, that's not what I want right now. No, no thank you, no thank you. Okay, so that's the bias sound that I'm after. That is noisy. It's not usually so noisy. Why is it so noisy? Let me disarm that. So that's the sound that I'm after. Now, it's gonna be hard to get like the distortion and everything right. I'm gonna put everything in the midpoint, even though it might not be the smartest thing to do, but seems like it'd be a good idea. I don't know what this aggression does. Let's see. What are these? Does somebody tell you what the controls do? What do they do? I don't really know what this aggression thing does. I'll just leave it in the middle. Sag I'll leave in the middle. Hum and ripple I don't want at all. Not sure where to run this bias stuff. Hopefully I can get this out of the EQ. Might change the sag a little bit. Everything else I'm going to put right in the middle and hope that the EQ can actually handle that. Because that's what we are going to be using is this for an EQ, the impulse response. So. Okay. So next thing I want to do, I'm going to take off this impulse response, and I'm going to try and match these EQs. And I can't quite remember how you do this. I think I play, I think I want to play this one on bias, and I turn on the freeform EQ, and I'm going to reset everything. And I think what I do is just play it, analyze the source. You can see it breathing up and down. While it's breathing up and down, it makes me a little bit nervous because if you really zoom in here, that's kind of a big range. So as it goes up and down, you know, it could be drastically different. So it's not going to get that close. Let's see. Let me zoom into like where we can really see some individual decibels here. This thing's swinging like 2 or 3 decibels. That's not really going to be good for tone matching. It's a little scary. But okay, I'm going to say that the source is done. And can I save it? I'm going to save this as rev. Okay. Okay, so now what I want to do, put this EQ after it. Needs to totally reset. I don't know what this is. This needs to go away. Okay, so I'm going to analyze the target. No. Yeah. So I'm going to load the source. See, and this is bouncing up like 3 decibels at a time. You see it? The more times you play it, this seems to slow down, but it's still too much. It's okay. So I want to load a source. I think. And I want it to equalize it to sound like that, but I don't. You know what? I can't remember. Am I supposed to make this minimum phase? Yeah. I need to buy this thing. I don't know why I don't have a copy of this. Okay, where is the where is analyze the target. Okay, so this should sound like bias now. I don't think it does. Let's try and get the levels the same. Okay, I did something wrong, so. Just reset. Okay. Hold the analysis. No, that actually does sound pretty close. I'm worried about the output level here. I don't know. Does that sound close to you? Sounds close to me. Okay, so the way to do this, once you got this, is to put a to run an impulse file through this. Not the Helix, of course, but so I'm gonna turn that off. But I'm gonna run this spike right through it. Let's see, it should be take one. Be a single sample impulse, and hopefully it doesn't happen when the demo noise thing. Do this. So I think I'm going to record channel output. Is that how you do it? Record mono mix. Mix. I think I want to record the output. Or do I just reply? Do I apply this to there? Would that work? Let me just see. Apply effects as new take. Mono output. Bam. So allegedly, this should be the IR. I suppose I could go in there and cut it down to 500 samples. I'm not sure I'm doing this right. Why is this thing up sampled? Resampled from 44K. Why? Why is this resampled from 44K? Oh, shoot. Okay. Do this again. Is there a reason I can't just apply it? Okay, I'm gonna save this. Oh, there was a utility to actually find your file. Let me just see the master Helix folder. Helix presets. 48K. Single sample. Post render 02. Wave. And what I should do is supposed to do cut this to 2048 samples, I think. See, I'm gonna pop this open in Wavesaur. And yeah, how many samples is this? 2048. Okay. Now I remember this. There's something to do with the beginning of this, so there may be that I can't do it this way. Let's just see real quick. I'm gonna drop this in here. Oh no, that looks okay. Okay. So I want to get to 2048, wherever that is. Is it 2048 or 2408? I keep forgetting. So can Helix. Go to the IRs. 2048, okay. Okay. So I just want to back this up a little bit. 2048 right there. We'll put a marker in here. Delete the rest of it. And okay, I'm gonna put it in here. So this is 3 samples before 0 crossing. That's not actually what I'm doing in this case, but I'm gonna make a new one just to see how this works. So I'm gonna call this one apply effects. So that's how I'm doing it. This is gonna be Rev 51. Okay. So I'm gonna go to my IR folder, and I'm gonna put it on number 7 here because I don't really need the rest of these. This is for Helix. And IFX, Rev 51. I'm going to put this right here. Okay. And I'm going to change this impulse to Rev 51. Turn this loader back on, and I'll put it on 2048 for now. Let's go back to this loop here. Okay, what's the problem here? Is this just volume or is it tone? It sounds like there's less distortion, doesn't it? I'm gonna pan these so I can try and get these kind of matched a little bit. All right, so I swear this thing sounded a whole lot closer when it was just the EQ. Let me try that again. So maybe something went wrong with this with the impulse process. Yeah, see, to me that sounds a lot closer than this IR does. Oh, I got the wrong IR. Oh my god, sorry. Ooh, that's not bad. All right, let me plug a guitar in. Hold on, sorry. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna plug a guitar in. That might actually be onto something. It still has this something to it. Oh, and it's so noisy. Well, bias isn't much less noisy. Okay, listen to the character of this noise versus this. Why is the noise character so different? And whoa, okay, wait. What am I hearing? Oh. So even though bias has a lot less noise, it seems to have a lot more gain. So let me dial up the gain here. I should, you know, I'm going to save this. I mean, this is really noisy. It's awful. Save the library. See it right there. So I'm going to copy this. And this one, I'm going to give it some more gain. Even though that's giving it way more distortion, or way more noise. Yeah, this... This noise is horrible. What is that noise, for real? Take the distortion back down. So I don't know if you can hear there's just something in that low mid. I can't get it. Seems like every single Line 6 amp has this thing to it. This it's just this low mid thing. I can't explain it. It drives me nuts, though. It's different. So let me... So this is the sound like I use for... So I'm kind of using this a lot. and this one. I'll come back for a couple more tries with this. I'm actually kind of happy with that tone, but I'm still telling you, there's something in that low mid that's still driving me nuts, and I don't know what it is. Anyway, let me